am Vix, and I am a practicing witch, and you are watching Random Witchcraft. Today we will be geared more towards them beginner witches, the ones that are just starting on their path and their journey. If you like what you see today, make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon. That way you'll get notified for when we post more videos. Today, we're going to be giving 12 tips for you beginner witches. First and foremost, our first tip will definitely be do your research. Learn as much as you can, but don't hurry through it. Take your time. You have a lifetime to learn. And always go with many different sources. Don't just pick one person's viewpoint as the laws of witchcraft, because everybody's practice is different. Number 2, definitely expect the unexpected. Sometimes the spells that you put out there don't always work out the way you plan. Sometimes the universe has better ideas. And definitely sometimes the universe does give you what you need, not necessarily what you want. It could be adjacent to what you want, what you were asking for, but definitely expect the unexpected. And next, number 3 would definitely be foraging, or getting out into nature and getting to know the surroundings. You get to see and learn about the plants and animals that inhabit the space around you. You never know. You might learn some things. And you might make some friends. Next, number 4, you don't need to spend a lot of money to get started. All you really need is yourself, but sometimes it is nice to have things and give you kind of a direction. But you don't necessarily need to spend a lot of money. Sometimes all you have to do is go to your kitchen, because all those herbs, they do have some magical properties. And some of them can be very handy, which goes along with research. Research what you have and see what the correspondences are and what they're good for. And you might actually find that sage in your cabinet can help clear a space of stagnant or negative energies. Number 5, never be afraid to ask questions. If you don't know something and you're curious, ask people that you look up to. Research that on the internet. We do have computers at our fingertips, where you spend a lot of time pushing buttons. Number 6, finding your own way. You're not stuck in one aspect. Today you might want to go with some kitchen witchery. Tomorrow you might want to try some ceremonial. It's definitely good to learn as much as you can and see what works. And number 7, never stop learning. There is that saying that when you think you mastered something, you've already failed. There's always more to learn. There's always more to broaden your horizons. You might find some interesting things. Number 8, trust your intuition. Your body and your mind will definitely give you a little insight on situations. But just because the plant looks pretty, make sure you do know what it is before you touch it. Because some deadly plants are very appealing, like the datura or moonflower. Highly toxic and can actually poison you through your skin. Number 9, definitely make a practice of self-love and self-care, because your body is your temple. You are made from star stuff. You definitely want to take care of it, and mental health is definitely a needed practice, because you can't exactly help anyone else if you can't help yourself. Number 10 goes along with what I said earlier, is one person's way is not the only way. It is your path. It is your magic. Do with it as you will. But make sure you stay within your moral compass with that, because it's not so nice trying to control other people, which does include love magic, because if you're trying to change the way someone feels about you, you're literally taking their willpower away. And you wouldn't want that to be done to you. Why would you do it to anybody else? Along with that, within your research, you will learn that there is such thing as a close practice. You can't exactly know with some of those close practices exactly what's going on, because it is a close practice and you do have to be initiated in those practices. Number 11, create your own path. See what works for you. And explore more options. You might find something you weren't expecting. And learn as much as you can. Number 12, definitely be mindful of your body and soul, along with be mindful of what comes out of your mouth and your actions, because as witches, we do tend to have a little bit of power between those lips of yours. You never know, you might be very angry with your mother and end up cursing her. You don't want to hurt your mother, do you? Or your father. Or even if you do, still don't. It's not nice. Now, a quick little bonus. There are many different paths that you could take. Many different aspects of witchcraft and occultism. You could start worshipping or working with one god or goddess, or you can pick many. Polytheism is a thing. And you don't have to stick with just one pantheon if you don't want to. It is your path. You choose what you want. There's also those folk practices that most people have experience with. It's all within family lines. There's quirky little things that you didn't really think too much of. Like when your grandmother told you, don't fall asleep with wet hair. Definitely good idea because it can breed bacteria and can make you sick. It's also not good for your pillows or your bedding. And of course, Wicca. It's where a lot of us have started. It's a good way to learn the basics and get a little idea of what magic is, and also learning how to actually perform a ritual. It's a good way of learning the basics, basically. And of course, occultism, chaos magic, which tend to be a little bit more ritualistic and more, yeah, that. And of course, you have the kitchen witch making those potions and fun things, along with green witchcraft, which pretty much getting your hands dirty and growing you some things. It's very, very rewarding to grow your own herbs, and you get to learn all about them. Then you have an eclectic witch, which is eclectic. It's a mixture of many different things. Or I should mention chaos magic is kind of like fucking around and finding out, exploring, experimenting, that type of stuff. And you can work your witchcraft or your magic within a religion. There is such thing as a Christian witch. Or you can leave all religion out of it altogether. It's all your choice. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, stay tuned till next week when we dive into the misconceptions of witchcraft. Till next week. Bye for now.